Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the second in this WWE 2K18 5 Things series where we take a look at 5 things we want to see return in the next iteration of the WWE 2K series with 5 more match types we want to see return in WWE 2K18. First up on our list today is an extension to the backstage brawl with that of the parking lot brawl. Now, while WWE 2K17 did a great job at bringing back backstage brawls and introducing a new backstage area, one area that it did lack was that of the parking lot. Over the years, the parking lot has been a staple of backstage brawls ever since the original SmackDown on the PlayStation 1, with the area going on to have its own uniquely labelled parking lot brawl in SmackDown vs Raw 2007, which actually featured one of the best parking lots to date, which was packed full of interactive elements that acted as a precursor to OMG moments, with the likes of putting someone's head through a car window, executing moves on top of cars, spraying them with a fire hose, and even going to the extreme lengths of chasing your opponent up a fire engine's ladder and then throwing them off. Up next on the list we'll have a variation of a match type that was featured in the previous episode with that of the casket match. Originally, this match type made its debut way back in the series for WWF SmackDown 2 Know Your Role, which back then the casket would appear at ringside where players were able to pick it up and move it around, as well as using it as a weapon, before then Irish whipping their opponent towards the casket, which would see them flip over and land inside, leading to a button mashing minigame as they attempted to close the lid. Ever since then, the casket match was merged with the Buried Alive match and seen a casket placed on top of the mound of dirt as opposed to a grave, before it was then removed from the series for SmackDown vs Raw 2008. The only other appearance that we've seen came in WWE 2K15's 2K Showcase mode, which featured Triple H taking on Kane in a casket match. However, rather than reintroduce the match type, it instead seen the casket at ringside, but had the player wrestle a regular match, which then ended in a cutscene involving the casket. When it comes to missing match types, one of the most ridiculous is that of the First Blood match, which was removed from the game when the series switched to next gen. Just why this happened remains a mystery, as all the recent games in the series still have gone on to feature blood, but for an unknown reason the match type itself is absent, despite being probably the easiest of all the missing match types to program, as it simply requires the match to end once a superstar is busted open, so come on 2K, bring it back.
Undertaker's gotta be bleeding, and he is! Look at that! You're right! A crimson mask! The Undertaker bleeding, the clearing is flowing, and Austin hammers away. When the referee sees this, he's going to stop the match, the Undertaker.
This month, and still, World Wrestling Champion Stone Cold
Watch it!
Steve Austin!
Mr. McMahon trying to come in and gets a stunner for his trouble. We'll see you later, Mr. Chairman.
Next up comes one of my favourite match types with that of the Championship Scramble. Now, this match type featured the current champion defending their championship against multiple competitors in a match with a set time limit. However, rather than end after someone secured a pinfall, the superstar who gained that pinfall was considered the current champion and then had to defend the title for the remainder of the time limit, with the person to gain the final pinfall before the timer ran out actually winning the match. The first game to feature this was SmackDown Here Comes the Pain on the PlayStation 2, which seen 6 players in the ring from the get-go, all battling it out to become champion, before THQ then tweaked the rules for SmackDown vs Raw 2010 and instead had the match start out as a one-on-one contest, before additional players would enter the match at set times, similar to the Royal Rumble. Finally, at number 1 on the list we'll have yet another highly regarded match type with that of the Gauntlet match. Now, most fans will know this match type as a slobber knocker match, as that was the name it was given when it returned to the series in WWE 2K14, in which the match type had to be unlocked by defeating 21 or more superstars in the game's Defend the Streak mode, which in itself was a modified version of the match that seen players playing as The Undertaker and defend his streak against a continuous stream of opponents. Once players unlocked the match, it could then be selected for exhibition matches, allowing allowing the player to play in any arena as any superstar, going up against the rest of the WWE 2K14 roster. So why not bring this back for 2K18 and even implement an online aspect to it similar to Defend the Streak, so that players can then compete to top weekly leaderboards and then be rewarded with in-game RP to help unlock in superstars, arenas, and more of the game's unlockables. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on today's 5 things and which match type you most want to see return from today's list, as well as let me know of any other match types that you would like to see return to the series. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and please do like the video to help share it and support the channel, as well as hitting subscribe if you haven't already and smacking that bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever a new video drops. Until next time though, have yourself an awesome day and I'll catch you later.